pushing forward. The minute you talk gangster shit, I'm gonna burn right down on you. And I'm the same way in real life. We're not gonna argue, we're not going back and forth. They not gonna be able to upload no Sue Surf arguing with Didda because it's not gonna be that long. I'm not arguing with a nigga for 20, 30 minutes about no gangsters, not no shit that I really, really do. I was already Sue Surf in 2018, twerk. Like this mean that like my life was already set. Like I'm already Chris Brown songs, all that. I threw all that out the window when I saw my op.
What?
All that out the window, broad daylight, all that out the window. This is 2018. Currently, what you think I'm gonna do to a nigga that I don't think that I think is sweet? I'm gonna make an example out of you. Battle rap shit goes viral real fast. I'm not gonna punch you. I'm gonna slap you. I can see the headlines now. Sue Surf slaps the shit out of Serious Joe. I can see it. Amazing. Niggas is crazy, bro. Like for real. I'm not no. He's a lot of shit. The boy's no bitch at all. And I run my projects too. Ask about me. I pull you up. Enemies and everything. You pull up with me, you Gucci. Hey, Jeruz, how your day going?
I'm alright, my brother. I'm just, vibing. Just came to see what y'all on, man.
We chilling, man. We ain't here talking about basketball, man. Hustle and Cola arguing about dancing. We've been in here for 12 hours then, going on
Hey, yo,
12
if
hours.
anybody in here in the DMV, I got a show tonight at Babylon Forest Church. Pull up. That shit gonna be
Hey,
jam.
post a flyer so we can put that thing on the jumbotron. You heard?
Say no more. Say no more.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Black Power, man. We need the all. We've been promoting that shit, man. No violence, man. Rap
No
only.
violence.
Rap,
No
rap, rap.
violence. No violence.
Let's get some fucking money. Coming here with the weird energy and shit, man. Let's just rap. We got 5 days left, man. We doing this every day, man. Every day we on a fucking face offs
Yeah,
every
nigga,
day.
my flight.
Midnight Madness.
Did you do what I said?
Who me?
Who
No.
me?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, we good. Right.
All
I'm
I
about to
right.
say
mean,
you.
it's like 30 after, but it's
Oh,
still around the same city.
okay. That's cool too.
You
Okay.
outside, twerk?
Yeah, I'm out there, gangster.
Oh, it's lit. Oh, all right.
Barely. I got some money. I got a little chump change on the floor, gangster. On my son, Snake Eyes.
Yeah. Oh man, you gotta talk. I need to pull you to the corner.
Let me know what's good. Hit
Yeah, I need
me.
to. Nothing too crazy. 500, something like that. Something like 300, 500. Nothing too crazy. I just want to buy a
Oh, you,
zipper.
oh,
Something.
you, oh, you, oh, you oh, you got your money on Nana.
I do.
For sure.
I
It's
do.
none. Gun titles expensive, man.
Nah. He's lifelike gang. I mean, I ain't biased, bro. Listen.
Nah,
What's up?
I mean that's
I'm
not
going to be
biased though.
biased
Like,
for gun titles. But every other battle, I swear to God, I'm calling down the middle. I don't give a fuck who you is or who you play for. I really.
well, all right, why you got none beating Snake Eyes?
You
Hmm?
serious?
Like, I don't understand y'all logic behind that. Like, what?
None is
All right, now let's
better.
get to see. Now we can talk
How?
about music and battle rap. So let's get to all right. Let's get to some good topics. What the fuck are
Where?
you
Why
talking
is
about?
none better than Snake Eyes?
What?
All right, listen, hustle. Can you quote like a
Don't
none
say
bar?
that because you can't
I
quote
can't quote a
shit of
snake
Snake
eyes
Eyes.
Yes,
ball.
I can. Yes, I can quote Snake Eyes bars, bro. Like I can
That's
name a
your
couple.
friend.
That's not just like my
Don't be
friend.
having
Like
these five, seven.
Snake Eyes. If Snake Eyes is in here right now, my first battle on URL, I seen Shotgun Suge. I seen a few niggas. You feel me? When I walked up to Shotgun Suge, asked him. I didn't ask him about no battle rap shit. I asked him about the homies in the hood. Power asked him. That was the first. I didn't ask him about nothing. I asked him about some no hood shit. That was in 2015. That was the first time I ever seen Suge. I didn't ask him about shit. The first nigga I walked up to was Snake Eyes and said, "Yo, bro, you crazy." Ask him.
For you to be so
This is
good,
Hmm.
that's shocking to me.
Right.
Snake
bro,
Eyes fire though, y'all. I don't
bro.
know why
Y'all
y'all be
wildin',
hating
bro.
on
Like
my
I don't
son,
understand.
man.
Like
My
y'all
son be
wildin'.
getting crazy.
That was the first nigga I walked up to, like, yo, bro, you be wildin'.
Hey, yo,
Before I was
I'm not
ever
even
like,
being funny. I'm being all the way 100. Like
Snake get busy,
I
bro.
don't have too much recollection of Snake going like what I remember Snake. I remember walking into the night that all them battled. I remember Snake for the Ace I Mean shit. Smacked them smooth across the stage like with the bump. I don't remember the battles like
That battle was crazy
that battle
though.
was a good battle. It was, but that was my
Yes,
first
it
time hearing about
was.
Snake. Him
Have you?
versus
All
Ace.
right, look, you ever seen? And I know your answer is no. You seen Snake Eyes versus Ryder?
Nope. I'm about to pull it up on the TV right now. I didn't.
That was the first battle I ever seen from Snake Eyes. Going crazy. That had to be
What
like
he be
5 years
doing
ago.
now?
Huh?
What he be doing now?
He just wild. He just wild versus Henny, man. Like the thing
The
is, y'all
analyst?
be looking at the opponents. Y'all
Yeah.
be looking at the opponent like respectfully. Y'all be looking at the opponents like niggas be like, yo, oh, who battle who? Like I'm not watching. A nigga like
YouTube.
Servi, you battle who? Like I'm not watching that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I ain't
I'm
gonna lie.
not.
Yeah, I can't watch certain shit. Like I'm not about
Like
to watch
that's and
somebody
that's
versus.
and that's the thing. Like that's the narrative. Like me, I'm not. I'm not on it. I don't battle some no name niggas in power drive shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't on that. I'm
Mm.
going to get the check. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And niggas know, like everybody here know, you can't book me. I'm doing 6-7 bands one round. And league owners know that. Like you feel me? I'm clear that one round. Like
Yo,
I
You
I
got
can't
a
book
battle
genuinely
you.
tonight,
wish.
Twerk?
I
Huh?
genuinely wish.
You got a battle tonight?
I got a
No,
show.
no, no. I got a show tonight. I'm
My boy get
performing.
shows too.
Uh,
Yeah.
Gangster.
okay, excuse me.
Let me see. Snake eyes
Turfing.
first.
My boy Turfing. You can have me. Yeah.
Hey,
Crazy.
you know
You
the
can
shit.
have me.
I'm saying do a little,
Yeah, twerk. Let's right. Let's get the fucking bookings
trying
up.
to do a little thing.
Let me see. You gotta
But
type
nigga,
into.
nah,
I ain't gonna lie.
Snake
When you
was
gotta type
wilding
in,
back then, bro.
when you gotta type in too many letters for a nigga name, that's not know they ain't no stepping. Like I type in his
Nah, I ain't
real
gonna
name on
lie.
YouTube.
I really realized I was doing anything. The first time I realized I was doing anything is when you type in, like, you battling a nigga, you type his name in, and other shit that don't got nothing to do with battle rap pop
Yeah,
up.
when you type in Cortez, boots come up.
Like,
Oh my
that's
god.
wild.
I
How I'm
hate it.
battling a nigga, I type his name in YouTube, don't no battle rap shit come up. Nothing.
Like you go to YouTube and type in TS,
Like
9 times
Animal
out of 10, I
Planet
might not be
pop
top,
up.
but it's 20 things gonna pop up. Sue Surf is in there off of just TS. You type in some of these other niggas.
Facts.
You type in some of
For
these other
sure.
niggas, that should be stinky. Snake eyes.
That's really like doing anything.
Let me see.
I ain't
Snake
gonna
eyes
lie.
versus. He battled.
But I chilled off
He
that
battled
shit though.
Mac Mel. He battled Geechee.
He wowed respectfully. Matt Goonies, I
Damn, him and
you know what I'm
Geechee got
saying?
a
He no
half.
more Goonies than
Him and
Matt.
Geechee got a half
But
of
he
M
wowed
too.
though. Who hit? Who
Nice.
is he?
He was nice in that Geechee battle. Everybody
That's what I'm
he was
saying.
decent
Like
in
He
y'all,
got
that
a half of
Geechee
y'all
M.
battle, bro. If
wilding.
y'all
Like
was watching it, he was
Snake be
getting raced in
wilding.
that
Like
Geechee battle, bro.
I
Snake
ain't gonna
not
lie.
no
He battled.
easy
He
lick, bro.
battled.
And he gonna talk crazy to your man, and he gonna bully him. Real nigga shit. Like just all better rap.
He
Ain't
battled
enough.
Snake
Like
Eyes. I
what's
mean, he
what's
battled Math Hoffa too. Math ain't punch him, did he?
what math? Like you ain't enough. You know math be
Yeah,
bullying
Math
shit.
ain't touch him at all.
He ain't do none of that shit with Snake
Damn, why
Eyes.
he
Like he
slapped
couldn't even
serious
play with
then?
Snake.
What the fuck? I see. He got Prez
He
Mafia.
wasn't doing that with Snake Eyes. He wasn't doing that
He
with
did
Snake.
Prez Mafia dirty.
He wasn't doing. He wild on praying. Like you
Rosenberg
feel me?
Raw.
He
How that
wasn't.
turned out? That was a
Math
good one.
wasn't doing that with Snake.
Rosenberg versus Snake. That was good.
That was a good battle. That was a good. That was 2-1
No,
I'm about to
debatable
get
either
into some
way.
of this. I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to get.
like nobody really packed Snake. Saga packed Snake. That's like that was shit was bad. I ain't gonna lie.
Saga,
But
I
even
sometimes
with
to be
Saga, like
ass.
he be
Saga,
going
I
crazy.
sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
Saga be going crazy, bro. I ain't gonna
He a
lie.
little ass to me, but he
But he
cool.
packed. He packed Snake. You know, he packed
The
that
niggas
nigga.
that y'all be
Yeah, he
thinking dope
packed
though be
Snake.
so like be like real regular cheese to me. I'm not gonna Velveeta box
Hold
edition.
up.
Regular
I got a
cheese.
call. My fault.
Like
I
the
got a call. What you said?
like the niggas that y'all be liking, like that should be dope to y'all. I don't
Yeah.
really be like you know what I mean? Like niggas be mid to me. Like, you know, if this was the weed store, like niggas really be, you know, the lowest eighth be like $25. Niggas be $25 eighths.
I ain't gonna lie. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like I don't like it. I like respectfully. I feel like when it comes to like material and putting that shit
Right.
together, I feel like I'm one of the best niggas in the world with this shit. Like
And that's what
shit.
I'm not I'm shocked.
My
No funny shit
mind
for
come
your
in,
talent
but I'm
level.
saying like for me, to like a nigga, like
Right.
I ain't just gonna just like nobody, just anybody. I'm not gonna just
That's why I'm
fuck.
surprised at this. I'm not being funny. I'm like, even with him here, I'll say it. I'm surprised at the Snake Eyes shit. Like, because
I
you know,
believe you 100%.
I
I'm
talk to you
saying like,
outside of battle rap, so
yeah, I
and
know.
I know how complicated you are, and you writing and the way you put your shit together. I would never expect you to be a fan of Snake Eyes. No funny shit.
And but listen, it's the
Nah,
thing. Like
Twerk did
Snake
show
get
love
busy,
from day
and but
one.
look,
Fact.
even
Fact.
listen, even like I'm
He a
not a
bag of Arizona.
diehard. I'm not a
That
diehard
Snake
Snake
ass who
Eyes
hit
nigga.
two up. Your
But
ass showed
son
up
get
nice.
crazy. That's one.
Nigga
And then
did
for
me. I ain't
two,
gonna cap. Hold up.
and then for two, the caliber. Like I'm not super crazy over nothing. Like if it don't matter. Like I'm gonna. You can. It's a few niggas that you can line none of them with, and I'm gonna say none are gonna lose. I'm not a big fan of none of them. You know what I'm saying?
So maybe that's it more though. So maybe
Nah, but
you
I
thinking he
still
gonna
think
win?
Snake get crazy too. On top of that, So on top of the
Snake is
fact
all
that I'm
right.
not a big Nun fan, and I feel like Snake get crazy, I feel like he gonna
All right,
beat
so
That's
him.
my
gonna be
so
a
my
good
question is
battle.
this. All right, so look, let's just say on a scale of 1 to 10, we just talking about on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as level of we just going off a straight skill level then 1 to 10. Where's
Mhm.
Snake on a 1 to 10?
Skill level.
Right. Now look, wait, I'm about to
I
throw a
will
curveball in there.
I
Would
will
you
put him
let's base
I
you
will
on
put
look,
him at I will put him
you
at
a
a 6
10.
or a 7. I feel like he got a lot to work on. A lot. I feel like he got a
Yeah,
lot
that's
of
stink.
finding
Yeah, that's
himself to
stink.
do.
You gotta think about it. If you gotta think about it, if you did a math test or you did a test at school and you got a 60, you got a D, bro. If you get a 6, you get a D. If you got a 7, you got a C. A low 7 is a C minus.
A
That's
C
stink.
is passing though.
Yeah, niggas like you in school just wanted to get by. I never just wanted to get by. You in that highest shit. I got a C, I'm good. C is
Nah,
not
nah,
good. Who the
I
fuck
was
wants to be a 60
respectfully,
or a
I
70?
was really some
Hey,
ADHD
basketball,
nigga.
niggas win by 1 point. It's a win.
Not for sure.
Niggas win ugly game winners. I don't know what I mean.
Nah, I
Like you
respect that. I
said, Saga
respect
Hey,
the
that.
only nigga that really beat
hey,
me.
Snake,
Saga
what's
the only
good?
nigga,
Hey, yo,
man.
I'm about to mute up real quick.
What's good, sir?
I'm about to watch this
I got
first
some
round. He
money
said
on you,
whatever he
Snake. I need that. I need to
I'm
make
about to
it
watch
back.
what he said to Ryder. I'm only gonna
Nah,
watch
I'm
one
locked
round.
in, bro.
I
These
got
shits is
some money
locked
on
in.
you,
I'm
That was
locked
a
in.
man.
good
All
battle
three.
too, sir. That was
All
a good
three. We
battle.
locked.
Yeah, I'm about to watch this
They
first
really
round real
think
quick.
none of them gonna beat you, gang. I don't know what they on, man.
Nah, it's cool. I lead that's all motivation. Like I needed that for this whole process. So I'm ready. I'm ready.
Straight like
Yeah,
that.
I definitely think none got more of the intangibles like than like like my thing is material wise, I don't think they're far distant. Like their pen isn't that distant to whereas I could just assume that Snake is going to outrightly rap better than none as far as material.
You know what it is?
So then when I add in the freestyle ability and the wittiness of none, I just kind of feel like when we in that very moment, none might could sneak and get off on him.
I could understand niggas picking none going into this because his showings lately on the caffeine run has been solid.
Crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
But like based on my like 2021, I'm gonna be honest with niggas. I was like experimenting, like versatility. Like, all right, let me see angle niggas, let me do a scheme, and I was doing that. So I was beating niggas, but it ain't the way niggas was used to when I first came in.
Right.
So niggas probably got in their mind. Snake don't really care about this shit no more. He ain't got that dog in him. So like I feel like none is the perfect opportunity to reset the shit on niggas to remind niggas.
That'd be
I
ugly.
still I'm still hungry. I still like he hungrier than me. How? I'm still in the hood. Like this nigga's crazy. Like,
I'm about to mute myself.
oh yeah, that first ride is different. Crazy.
Yo, Ryder was getting crazy in that battle. Both of y'all got crazy though.
That's what I was telling these niggas. I'm telling Sir, like, yo, I know you ain't. I just got a call. You get me? Now I was
Yeah,
saying
nah,
I
I hear
just
you
got a
for it.
call and shit, but I know Sir like on some outside battle. I know that nigga not watching. Like he see motherfucking send a block Bob, nigga not clicking on that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, and especially at that time,
No
like
way.
nigga not watching. Nigga really like not like no disrespect. Like nigga not. I don't got the nigga clicking on Snake Eyes versus Ryder, but you know, but I'm watching that bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was. And look,
Nah,
hey
I don't.
Snake,
Dead ass. This is my first time.
Nah,
I'm
for
watching it
sure.
now.
hey Snake,
This my
I
first
was
time. Respectfully, I'm
I
gonna be
was proving
100
a
though.
point to them earlier, right?
It's respect to
When I
y'all though. Like I feel like some of y'all is professionals, bro, like pros. So when I see certain names that like think like gotta make sense. Like if LeBron James is in the league and he plays basketball and he scores a certain amount and he see other league niggas, when he see them go, like if he was to see Paul George plays, you know what I mean, outside against, he's not really thinking about clicking on it and so much as he'll watch ESPN and shit like that. So when I see y'all who I think is professionals, whether it be Snake Eyes, I respect him as a professional, or Drugs, or JC, or anybody y'all see me disrespecting. I disrespect niggas when I feel like they're battling niggas that are not professionals. And niggas can't really fault me for that because this is a profession.
fact.
That's how I see it. I mean, that's how I. So some names I'm dead ass not clicking. I'm like, he ain't nobody. He got to go to work in the morning. Of course, he ain't had no good rounds. But
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like the difference in that era, like niggas came in ready. Like that was my first time ever on URL. Like the first
now this
time.
shit sounding
You know
good.
what
I'm
I'm
muting
saying?
It was
back. This shit
crazy.
sounding good.
So it's like nowadays niggas got like 4 tries
Hey,
before they even
hey
get
Snake, I'm
going. Like,
telling
you know what
you,
I'm
like,
saying?
yo, the first time you see me on some battle rap shit, like, what I walk up to you and say,
That's a fact. I'm here to see you perform against Big
this,
Hand.
like, I was like,
That's a fact. That was my second
okay.
PG. That's a fact. That's when I met you. That's a fact.
That's a fact, man.
Nigga, you told me don't leave Smack. Like Twerk was the first nigga to call me when I took that RBE battle. Like, yo, Snake, what you doing, nigga?
Nah,
Like,
for real.
I ain't
This
gonna
nigga
hold you.
wild.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I believe you. With that being said, cook that nigga so I can get this chicken one.
Oh nah, it's locked. It's locked. It's already up.
I already know
No
Snake
turning
locked
back.
in. I know you
I'm
locked
gonna
in,
have to
Snake.
bet.
Tone
I'm gonna
heard
have to
these
bet this
shits,
nigga
Cola.
serve
Ask
too one
Tone
time.
where I'm at. Ask
Listen, I
Tone.
don't want to hear nothing. I told nigga I don't want to hear nothing. I
I
want to
might
get
I
it that
might I
day.
might take one more bet. Hey sir, we locking in? We locking the bet in? That nigga watching that shit. Hustle, I know me and you got a bet. Oh no, no, it
Hustle from
wasn't. It
Harlem. I
wasn't
can't
Hustle.
believe it.
Hustle was trying to bet like 500 one time. She gonna
This
fuck
should have
you.
snatched the bitch that we all could see out of.
That nigga Ryder was wild.
Wildin', bro. Come
I put
on,
baby in
bro.
the home like Cam Come Home movie album.
Hey
Chill.
yo,
Wildin', bro. Like niggas don't know that right there. Niggas don't know that right there. Like how many
Hey, yo,
niggas?
Cola, I ain't been in that bag in a minute.
I
I'm
ain't gonna
telling
lie.
you.
I
Hey,
ain't
should
gonna
have be a
lie.
hey
I
Snake,
movie,
I
ain't,
swear to
Snake. That's
God,
what you
Snake,
gotta.
it's
I ain't
crazy you
seen.
said that.
I ain't
No
seen.
funny shit,
I,
and I wasn't even about to say it to be funny. And I'm watching. I might feel like I might have never seen this nigga before. Like
that's what I'm
you,
saying, bro.
I'm old Snake might be better than whoever
That's
this
what
is I've been
made me a
seeing
I
lately.
fan,
agree.
bro.
I agree. I agree.
That's what
He
made me a
is.
fan, bro.
I
Like
think
I was
that
experimenting 2021,
I
man.
think that you pause, you more raw in these. Like in this right here, you look like you don't care about who you rap. Like, you know what I mean? Like this don't look too name flippy, too angly, too like you just rapping.
he
This
look
I
shit
like
just
is
want my
he look like
crazy.
respect
some
rap.
dirty, grimy Harlem nigga.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, that's that. I just
Question.
want my respect
Some
I
rap.
pulled
dirty,
up with
some
my
dirty,
raps and they know
grimy,
who I was
hacky
battling.
sacking Harlem niggas. That's what he look like.
Yeah, I'm back on that. I'm back in that. I'm back in that bag.
Nah, you back for none?
I'm back
I'm
in
gonna
that
say this
bag.
one
All
time, and I'm
three.
gonna be 100.
Say
I
no
don't even
more.
want
Say
to
no
get it.
more.
I don't even want to get a secret out, bro. In Midnight Madness, you have a better chance rapping like you don't know who your opponent is than you do rapping in regular battle rap form. I promise you. Remember, I'm the one that said that. Like, imagine if you ain't have no opponent and it's just he, she. I'll do this or we could. It's gonna sound way better in there. Like you don't know who the judges is gonna
Like
be.
no
It's
name flip shit.
right, like no, just regular battle rap shit. Like you know what I mean? Like you, is I just don't feel like it's gonna work in there. Like I feel like all of us, like I'm thinking about all of us being circled around some niggas, and like all the little like I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I just genuinely feel like it's gonna be way more rapping in there. It's gonna have to be more rapping and angles and nigga, you said this and I don't know how we going 12 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. I don't know if we want to hear an angle at 11:30 a.m.
Respectfully, last time
Yeah.
none of was in them type of rooms. D Flames did them bad. Av did them bad.
Mm.
Those are his early PGs. Those are his early joints.
Talk crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Av wasn't even fully developed yet. He just came in there punching his snot off like the nigga crazy. Like, you don't see though. I ain't sleeping on nothing though. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm finna write me at 3:30. Niggas talking all this midnight madness. Would it be madness if I catch him
He
at
said if
midnight?
shit get
Big
empty,
right.
I change hands and bang with the left like Starks on MJ.
MJ.
Hey, oof.
Wow.
With the left like Starks on MJ. I'm
I ain't
going
gonna lie,
mute.
those things that shit got a little scary with that nigga Ryder.
Yeah, he fought back for sure. Definitely. Definitely fought back for sure.
That's the energy. A snake like that. That's like when, as I'm watching this, like this is how I feel like that energy's like, like let's say hypothetically, and it's respect to none to Snake. It's like battle rap already set its own narrative. You get what I'm saying? So let's say if this gnome and you see Snake and none on stage or they opening up, the crowd gonna act like they above the battle or something. You get what I'm saying? Like to not respond or just not treat it right. But us
Yeah,
being in that small setting and you see us respond in a certain type of way, it's, you know what I mean? Like it's back down tight. I think niggas gonna get a lot of respect in these type of situations where they listening
but
to niggas again more. You know what I mean?
Pressure gonna be on too, for sure.
That pressure's about to be up in there.
I'm outside, man.
That pressure's about to be. I cannot wait to get on the spaces January 29th. Hmm. I can't wait. I bet you a lot of niggas be ducking these spaces because niggas in here talking like
So
the
so
money.
now that Prestavia and Yoshi off the card, how many battles going down Midnight
The
Madness?
crazy part is still 6,
Oh
maybe
shit.
7. You got
So
you got
was
you got Big
Snake
T.
and
Yeah, Big T versus
T
Lou
Castro.
for the midnight. Yeah, and Castro for the undisputed. You got
Right,
Snake and Nunn for the hardcore. You got
right.
Drugs and Trufo for the War
Ooh,
Dog. You got J2 and Bad
Shooters,
News.
right?
Yeah, Shuni and Fendi for the women's hardcore.
Yes.
You got J2 and Bad News for the underdog. And then you got Just Cuz versus Mr. Hustle for the one man army belt. And you still got the freestyle belt that's gonna be sitting there.
And it's all for pot luck, like pot shit. Like,
It's all every battle's going like we really on some hood rat shit. Them like when you're battling, you should legit be stepping on money. All
what
money.
battle got the highest pop?
You said what?
What battle got the highest pop?
As of right now, just money on the floor. Like just money on the floor. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
just
get
money
to
on
the
the floor.
I'm trying to get to the goal where it's 5 battles and then I could go straight down the line on some 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 or some shit like that. But
You know,
just money on the floor like Lou and T right now is 44 bands, 4,500 like on the floor, something like that. I
that's
think yeah, Snake and None is 3. I think True Foe and True Foe and
drug.
Drugs is 3 or something like that, plus whatever niggas putting it on the side.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like I said, we just gotta really build the hype around it for them pots to really get what they supposed to get.
Yeah, man, I'm outside,
Yeah,
man.
I'm outside. Hey yo, you still having nightmares about me or you over that?
No, I got over it. It
A
was like
week,
3 days. It was like 3 days.
3 days. Oh, I bet.
We'll give it a week. It was like three
Wake
days.
up like rolling loud. Ah! Jump out the bed.
Rolling loud is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, and the crazy part is you told me that bar. I was like, nah, that's fire, but I didn't think it was gonna hit like that.
I told you. I
Rolling,
told you.
rolling loud.
I actually thought of that bar.
I had some shit
When
for
I
you.
thought of that bar, I wasn't finished none of my rounds. I actually thought of that bar and called you like, yo, this is gonna fuck you up right here.
Nah, you I'm
Yo,
like,
I
nah,
know
that
if I don't
shit
know shit
fire,
else, I
but I'm
know my
like, that
bars,
shit,
yo.
I'm like, yeah, it's fire, but I ain't gonna lie, like you taught me some shit. I ain't gonna say exactly, but you taught me some shit in that
Did
battle.
I? I'm glad to hear that because you like a unicorn in this shit to me. So
You know,
for me to
you
hear that,
definitely taught me some shit. No front.
why you can't tell me?
I could tell you, but I don't want niggas, cause then the narrative is once I start not doing what I'm doing, then they gonna say, oh, he got that from this. You know what I'm saying?
But my thing is this: I'm not gonna lie. If Daniel's son gonna take anything from somebody, Mr. Miyagi should be the one. So can't nobody tell you about taking shit from
But
Surf like I was.
it's like not nothing that you do.
Yeah,
It's just
no,
something
not
that
saying.
I
That's what I'm
don't do.
saying. It's not something that I do. But if a nigga
So
tell me
all right, I'm gonna put
he
it like
learned
this.
something from Steph Curry, what the fuck?
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say. Instead of because the way I prepare, the way I like do my material, I be looking for like I be looking for the craziest shit. I be trying to say the craziest shit. I have so many throwaways that if I kept my throwaways, I probably had like 5 rounds, respectfully.
Right.
But like, I'm so picky with the shit I say, and that's because I just want to say the craziest shit.
Right.
But instead of saying going straight to the craziest shit, sometimes jabbing into a haymaker is a better way to go, and
Focus,
it hits
Daniel,
way
son.
harder.
Focus.
That's what I was just gonna say. Surf know how to turn his build ups into haymakers before the haymaker. Like even the
Right.
build up. That's why that rolling
Because
loud hit. Because
he be
my
jabbing.
neighborhood outside was already like a haymaker to niggas, especially being where y'all was at, and the effect that
Exactly.
we
When the
know on who
lokes
he is.
around, niggas already like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
lokes around. It's already,
already
all
was
right,
like,
crip, crip. Oh,
okay.
right.
Yeah. And sir, I mean, Twerk, you got to also,
That's crazy.
y'all niggas actually like a mute, like this shit like mutants to me because, sir, if you know how to be sneaky and just make erupt the crowd
You
in
never
two
know where my
seconds, like
punchline's going.
the shit sneaky to a point, like you'll be
You never know where my shit going.
bang, bang, and that shit just then hit his ass like a fireball. Like this shit kind of like some new shit, low key. Like this shit skillful. You got to be real skillful
But
to battle rap,
the
bro.
thing is like when he jab is just as effective as a haymaker.
Mm-hmm.
So
He
that's what I gotta like
He
add
didn't
to.
turn. He didn't train us to know how to turn his build ups into haymakers
Right. That's
already.
and that's no funny shit. Like I be telling niggas like, listen, like, yo, once they get your style or once the fans like get with like that's what you gotta know as a battler. Like once you do good, and I think I was talking about this with Reed one time. Like so far, like for me with Reed, he is like The stuff that he do good the last time, he don't bring it with him the next time. So as a battler, you kind of got to be watching your material back to see where you flourish at and stuff like that. My fans or the people that do watch me for entertainment, they already like their ears are already trained now. Is I get excited for second bars and third bars also. Like that's why niggas all will tell you that prep with me and get prepared like with me. Let me hear they shit. I'm big on like my IQ is dumb when I can tell you what's going to hit and what's not. I could tell you, like, no funny. I can literally tell you what makes sense and what don't. And a lot of niggas, like, either they trying to go for the kill too much, or they don't. They just don't get it. And a nigga like Twerk is he's a sledgehammer puncher. But a nigga like that,
Right.
that sledgehammer punch, he won't take that. You know what I mean? Like, not saying he won't take the advice, but you have to stand in front of a nigga that slick punch. You got to stand in front of that and get hit like poop pop, poop pop, 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 pop to see how much that shit matter. So you know what I mean?
It's
So
like that.
right. So some shit that Twerk don't like, or some shit that he wouldn't like, he's standing there and you're hearing him go loud for the in betweens and the extra shit before I get to, and now you
Exactly.
right, and you like
See, and the first time I should have took heed to that was when I did a 2-on-2 with Suge, because it was like when I did the 2-on-2 with Suge, a lot of the material, and he'll tell you like a lot of the material he was saying, I didn't like. Like I was
I
like, I'm
remember
not
that.
saying that. Like I'm not saying that, bro. Like that's trash. So then we disagreed so much on so much shit that we had to take. He had just to get his shit off. He had to do a whole damn near half of a third by himself because I
Right.
literally was not saying none of that shit. And then when he was saying it, they was going crazy.
Facts. But that's
They
no
was
funny shit.
going
That's just a
crazy
vet.
for
That's
that
just
shit. And I'm like, yo, bro, that shit is not it.
mhm.
You feel what I'm
No funny
saying?
shit.
So it
That's
was
just a
like, nah,
vet, bro.
this
That's
shit
just
is
a
not
vet.
it.
Understanding you gotta understand yourself and understand. Like for me, right? Like I said, I don't write my rounds in order or straight down, right? So imagine if it was just a big board in front of you and I'm just writing different rounds. Like I'll be as I'm writing these punches, I'm still putting a number next to them in my head mentally. That's a 10 haymaker. That's like a second round type of bar. You gotta dictate what it's worth. So now you hear a bar, you come up with a bar, you like, oh, that's not the craziest bar ever, but that might be a 7-8. Now, if you hit the crowd with 2 8s and then you come with a 10, you are bugging the fuck out right now. You know what I mean? It's places for sevens and places for 6 and 5, believe it or not,
But
and tens and stuff.
even like if I like respectfully like not even on no bragging shit, like the way I prepare now, I can leave one round with a guaranteed 6 or 7 haymakers throughout the round,
Right,
guaranteed.
right.
But in between, I don't get into no pockets, and I'm not jabbing. I'm setting up for the haymaker, but I'm not jabbing for
I'm
shit.
glad that I'm glad to hear you say this. Like after I face off, and I'm like, I'm gonna show you. Like not
And
even being funny.
not
Like
for real,
I'm
like
gonna show
that's
you. I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna show you because I tell other battlers this. You do not get it until you stand in front of it. And I always say that because it's like,
definitely talk that for sure.
when you
Like,
battling a nigga like,
you know I'm gonna keep it 100 with God. Like you definitely
yeah,
talking.
facts.
You know
I'll
what
be
I'm saying?
nigga with the lives, the FaceTime, you could go all the way back. Every one of them. I'm like, I'm gonna show you, bro. It feels different when you stand in front. It's different. And niggas don't know that because they don't really battle killers or niggas that come with the whole package. Paul's like, you gotta deal with a nigga star power. You gotta deal with a nigga. They're wilding every single line. This nigga got these little AMG package setups that's 24 bars, and they stop him every 4 bars, and he could start it over. It's sad. It feels worse when you standing there. My hitman still vegan. He be seeing shit is in his head.
It's
Still
like
don't like the meat, but gotta. And then you start it back over. Oh boy, here we go. My hitman still. It's like you know it by the time it's done. And I've set the fans up to the point where I'll say something, and then by the time I get to the fourth bar, I have to go back to the top. They know my 1, my 2, my 3, and they just waiting for my 4.
But you know the funny part about that, looking at it as a fan, you and Twerk can say
diabolical,
you and Twerk saying
mad.
catch a nigga.
What you say? What you say, Jerus?
He's
Oh
some
my bad,
diabolical,
because I was gonna say a
evil
good ass point.
genius, mad scientist ass nigga, man.
Yo, when it comes to like, I swear, as much shit as I talk, I'm a nerd when it comes to, I'm talking about putting together rounds, not the watching battles, you know what I mean? Not the knowing the stats and stuff, but when it comes to like dead ass, like, I mean, nigga, I know niggas don't got time for battle rap, but like literally, when you get a chance, go to
Ah,
John round
Fucking
one
shit.
and really pay attention to the bar. I had a motherfucking phone call. I'm about to say, go to Sioux
Oh
servers
yeah.
round one. and then watch that battle from the beginning of me versus John to the end of me with you. I haven't taken many fuck around. I haven't taken many bars off in months. I'm talking about every line. I'm not missing in betweens. I'm not saying stuff just to get this shit. None of that. Oh, I'm gonna fuck you up. Well, fuck you up. It's no in between, no extra nothing. No extra nothing, bro. Like you gotta write like, and you one of them aliens. You one of them aliens. So in reality, if you was on some man, all this shit crazy, I'm about to hurt you. You man, you wasn't supposed to get. It wasn't supposed to be that easy for me.
My next, I feel like my next shit gonna be the most spooky shit. It's
I
gonna be
think your
like the most
next.
spooky
I'm
shit.
gonna tell you. I think your next 2, 3, 4 gonna be spooky because it's like
Yeah, it's gonna
it's
be
nothing worse
wild
than
crazy.
trying something and it working. That's the scariest thing you could do about. And
Exactly.
once you feel it, once you realize,
Because the first time you get it,
yeah, that's
bro.
what. Once you realize, like,
Because at this point, what I do works. You know
yep,
what I'm saying? What I do
yep,
works. When I execute, it
yep.
works. But adding to it,
Is
it's more
scary.
detrimental.
Imagine twerk
Way more
pressing
detrimental.
AMG mode. Like really, you're already
Way
fucking
more detrimental.
retarded. Imagine you, and because you so good, you won't sit there and want to learn a 16 in a pocket like that fast because you don't have to. Now,
Yeah.
me, like, I don't got your voice projection. I don't got sometimes your energy and stuff. So I got to do different shit. I gotta have pockets where I turn up like that. That's why I
Right.
wrote like that for you, because I know haymaker for haymaker, twerk might be a 10, surf might be an 8.5, 9. But I'm an 8.5, 9 in every category. That's why I felt comfortable going into the battle with you.
Right.
I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I might lack in fourth bar landing. I make up in build up. I make up in performance. I make up in, you know what I mean? Like that. I felt comfortable the whole time because I'm like, yo, it's literally
Them pockets
it's his fourth
just
bar
so
versus my whole show. And I was just, that's my only thing I was spooked about. Like if he pull up with 6, 7 haymakers around, now we have something to argue and debate. But if he don't got 5, 6 haymakers around, this is gonna be clear. I see
that
you this
shit.
year though.
Them pockets going in and like them shits like them build ups and then them pockets like it's just mad shit like to deal with because like versus like a nigga just like me just going boom 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 even if I would have got my shit off, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like I didn't get it all off, but even if I would have got it off, it still would have looked crazy
right,
because it's like I'm doing what I normally do versus like flawless pockets, like not trying, like it just looked effortlessly
right.
to like it looked effortlessly to a nigga that's trying.
Bro,
You
like
know
I
what I'm
know
saying?
fun shit, and now you not a standard. Like if you ask me, like you AMG type shit, right? But I be telling niggas that I'm like, bro, if you a puncher, you got heavy haymakers, like yo, when you stand next to a car that has everything, like I'm not a A plus. If somebody else might say I am, I don't think I'm an A plus in everything, but I'm great at all that shit. You know what I mean? So it's like when I know a nigga got heavy haymakers, I feel very comfortable because I'm like, all right, cool. He can't kick it in the AMG. Or if a nigga got AMG, like just the average battler, a nigga might have AMG, but he don't punch as hard as me. Or a nigga
Right.
just might not know how to put his rounds together. Like, bro, I don't. My first round, my first 8 bars, I got the crowd. Every check the last 3. I still remember it. The first one rounds in me, I still can't get out. Calico,
Right.
I made gangsters do the running. I plenty do the running man against you.
Plenty of
I
right.
mean, against you, the first bar was the jump over this shotgun. You a bad. Those are my
Bad boy.
first bars.
That was the first line you told me too. I knew that was gonna be.
I
I knew that
created.
was gonna
I
be
made that line. I FaceTime Turk. I said, Joe, jump over this
that.
shotgun. You a bad motherfucker.
I knew that was gonna be one of them jobs.
That's it.
Roll it out, I thought it was fire, but I didn't know it was gonna be what it was. They fuck with that more than jump over the shotgun. He was a bad motherfucker.
Which one? What?
I was telling my homies like, nah, he's kind of wild. Like nigga, jump over the shotgun. Use a bad motherfucker is retarded.
That was and
And
like
came
my
out the
even
gate.
that like
I never knew where it was at exactly.
my build up game is so like not predictable. Like
Nah,
you
for
know what I
sure.
mean? You don't a nigga didn't like you don't know that because the average battle rap nigga would have tried to rhyme off a shotgun, and a nigga as good as you would have said shotgun with him when he like
Yeah, nah,
you
I'm
would have
I'm
heard it like something. Oh, here come
predicting
jump over
everything.
shotgun.
I'm on niggas ass predicting everything.
Right. That's why I write like that. A nigga's not about to
Exactly.
get. You're not about to know where I'm going with these. I'm not Charlie Clips or one of these niggas. You don't know what's coming. But I'm gonna hit you
Nah,
real hard.
yo, that shit ain't predictable. And you know, if you watch my shit, anybody, you watch my shit, I'm saying my opponent's raps.
That's cause that's
Five
you a
bars.
unicorn, bro. You a unicorn. You can hear that shit like that. Facts. But that's what I be telling
Watch,
fans
even
when we
watch the
been
battle before you with me and Rock. All respect to Rock. When he say turn my head, I do the shit with him.
right.
Like watch, I literally turn my head with him. We turn our head at the same time, like, cause I knew that shit was coming.
Cause you know that shit coming. Facts.
But nigga that like versus like you saying jump over the shotgun, use a bad motherfucker. If you would have like if that's and that be the trick because niggas always and that be the thing. Like when I say I never say what comes to mind first, never.
Right.
Because even if I keep that bar that come to mind first, I'll flip it around. Like if I
Right.
like saying I say just for whatever. If I say Kim Possible, like when I said to Kim Possible, and, we're gonna make sure the price for Kim Possible. Like if I would have said, if I would have rhymed it, because I said Rufus shit, we're gonna make sure
Right.
the price for Kim Possible. If I would have said some doofus, some loose lid koofus, we're gonna make sure the price for Kim Possible. You know Rufus is coming next,
Guaranteed. Guaranteed. But
guaranteed. You know
that's
it.
the technical battle part that I be saying to
Niggas
fans
don't be
and a
knowing
lot
like
of
flip.
battlers don't
You say some
understand.
predictable shit, you flip it around. Now you got a whole nother rhyme pattern one, and now
Right.
you're predictable.
Right. Right. That's 1,000%. That's 1,000% fact. That's 1,000% fact. Like
Or
this shit is way more technical than these motherfuckers think. Like it's not just I can rap, bro. That's it's where you put that shit. It's like like this is a full fight. Like niggas not thinking, yo, I got a full heavyweight bout with Sue Surf 3 rounds. Both my first and my third was I think 4 minutes or something like that. Like I got a full blown fight with this nigga. All different pockets, all different punches, all different. And then because I respect you so much, a nigga like you should be scared more. I said it in the spaces before we battled. Twerk, you're going to lose because I'm scared. I rarely get scared. Period. I rarely think niggas could beat me. Like you're going to lose because I have pause. I have to give you everything. That's why niggas can't beat me right now. I'm mentally better than niggas. Mentally, I started on you months ago. You can't beat me with a. You need a strap in. You have to be strapped in. You need 5 of them motherfuckers. You know what you said? Being a rookie that you is, I ain't gonna use none of them. Check,
hey, nah, respectfully though, I would have used one like prepared though, like respectfully though.
nigga. Even you
I
stumbling, you
like
still was saying shit
I
I ain't
know I
never
could.
hear. You was
Nah,
supposed
I know I
to.
could.
You was supposed to strap. You was supposed to use strapped in regardless. You better not ever let. Thank God I'm from Jersey. You better not ever let a nigga out of me. And you gonna have to run a fade. You let an out of state nigga talk you out of that.
Nah, worry. Hey yo, I'm gonna
Stripped you of
tap in
all
with
your
y'all, man.
powers.
I gotta get ready for this show, but I'm gonna get with y'all, yo. You alright?
Hey, good luck. Be safe and get home safe.
Say no more, man.
Sir, if you know what y'all was just explaining right here, and like in the writer's terms, y'all was explaining context in a sense and content in a sense. If for most people know what that is, like the context of it says is saying like the tone, like say the tone you presented,
Right.
but the content is saying like he'll grab him or she'll grab him to a point or I do it. Like the
All
context in a
that
sense
yo.
is way different than the content in a
I wish
sense. It's
somebody
two
would just
different
sit down
things.
and write about and pay attention. Like sit down all day, Cola. Like it's very different, bro. Like
It's
one
different.
person saying a boy walking down the block is totally different than a nigga saying the block was dark that the boy walked down. Two total different words.
But it's also different too with the conviction. That's a big part of battle rap. If you say I spin his block, it's different because I already know what you would do previously spinning a nigga block. But if
Right.
somebody else said, I'm waiting for what he do when he actually get to the block because this ain't his lane. Now, if he could do something creative once he get there, then we like, oh, fire. But once you say,
That
or you a twerk say, I spin his block, or Hustle say, I grab this bitch, we already know what's
we like
possibly to
we
happen
on the
after.
edge of the we on the edge of the seat.
Exactly.
What you
So
gonna
it's
do? Stab him? What you
because the
gonna do?
content, yeah, because the context of your content instead of somebody just with content and context is two totally different things.
That's why I be telling niggas like you could be real in battle rap. Like you could be believable and not be talking about guns. Like if I'm like you could be believable, like nigga, you could fight. Like a nigga, you don't have to be a gang. You could be talk about punching a nigga in the face. And like you really punched a few niggas in the face. You ain't never shot nobody, but the way you say how you punch a nigga in the face, I believe it. But niggas think that, because there's so much battle rap that's happened and so many like niggas think it's a way to do it specifically. So everybody got the 40, everybody got the Glock. I done seen niggas lift guns that actually you can't hold like that. Like A nigga lift a sawed-off shotgun with one hand like it's a Glock 9. You can't shoot that like that, sir.
They never hold the gun that they're saying the correct way.
Right. And no fun. I'm so crazy like that, bro. I don't care what gun I'm rapping about. I bet you I ain't never missed a hand gesture because they really been there. Just make yourself just rap about what the fuck you supposed to be rapping about. You'll get money, nigga. Nigga, talk about how that nigga ain't got no fucking money. Nigga, you trap, talk that shit. Don't come in here talking about some shit that's not true. It's to eat your fastest way to lose. Especially when you going against a nigga that's really could take it there. But it is about context. To go back with what you said, Cola, it's genuinely about context, man. I talked to all of my peers about that shit, bro. That shit is about relevancy and content.
My English professor used to always say this, pause if I say it, put some fat on your content.
Bro, that's
like
all I
meaning
did was
add
right, bro.
contacts, like put fat on it where people can't miss it. Like it's like a piece of chicken. Like you like the chicken, but you ever ate some chicken and got that fat piece? You like, let me tell this shit all fat or pork
I'm
chop.
telling you.
Like that, you got to add some of that sometimes, so people have to go through the layers of what's really going on. Because once you add that added contact, the extra seasoning, it make you pay attention. Like, yeah, get around that bone.
Cola,
Pause,
Cola. I meant on my mama, bro. Like you asked my mom prior to me. Like I jumped off the porch at 13. Prior to that, bro, all I did was write. You can ask my mama, bro. Like I will listen, math class, history class, C's, all English, anything English, straight A's. Story. I've been writing this shit since a kid, bro. Somebody being able to see what you talking about is your best friend. Paint it, believe it, like believability, bro. Paint that shit. I'm walking niggas down. I'm walking you through this. I didn't just I could have just told T-Top I walked through Carolina so much. That could have literally been a fourth bar and they still go crazy because that makes sense. I walked through Carolina so much I got Tar Heels. So leading up to that, I could have said something. I could show you how the hard feel. Jar did you know what I mean? Like, no, I'm going to walk you. By the time I got to that bar, I done told you I've been in North Carolina. You would never come to North. Like, I'm walking you to, all right, he's talking about both these states. He's talking about this, but I never mentioned NC, light blue, all of normal shit that a normal nigga would think about. But once you get to the, me being smart enough with enough IQ, I know that all I need is North Carolina and Tar Heels for this to hit. And walking hills, Tar. I don't need all the extra shit.
Mm-hmm.
But niggas, I know a lot of battle rappers though that don't rap for the. I want to win every line. I want to beat you every single line. I mean, so
Yeah, that's a good
luck
point
to
you
the
made,
niggas.
because the nigga, I should tell a nigga like this. Like, don't get me wrong, I can spell and all that, but I told nigga, man, all that shit, you can do all that spelling, all that shit you want to. If you can't comprehend none of that shit, you defeating your purpose. You can read it, be the nigga reading out loud in the class, spelling all the words good, but if you didn't comprehend none of that shit, pal, you're behind. I'm ahead.
Facts. 2 battles, bro. You got to win in the room and you got to win on camera. Niggas have not accomplished learning how to do both. When I'm writing for both. I got a couple little shits in there that you could get later, that you'll appreciate later. Couple joints in there, a bunch that's gonna be right now in this room. Because if you look like you won in the room, you won on camera usually. Hey Devon, what you doing in here, bro? What you want? I can't wait to see him. That's gonna test my pen out for real, for real.
Ooh,
After I beat Devon, leave me alone. Y'all better not bother me after that. Dead ass.
Yeah, I just got in here with y'all.
I know some of these other niggas y'all just want me to beat just because y'all battle fiends and battle nerds. But after I beat Daylight, I don't want to hear shit. Y'all niggas better not say nothing to me. Don't talk to me about shit.
Cut the crap, dog. You ain't gonna beat me, bro.
What up?
Hey, Daylight, I don't know who from Black Compass got down on you for you to block your boy, but I ain't did nothing to you.
Unblock my man, bro.
Respectfully, I ain't did nothing. It's 5 of us, so I know niggas got different opinions, but I ain't did nothing lately.
Hello, Marvelous.
Hey,
Hey,
you know
how's
what
it
I'm saying?
going?
You with the ops, you one of them, dog. They are
We know,
go.
come on, Daylight. Listen, we be split fighting over there. 3 of us, maybe, you know what I'm saying? It's 5 different people. It's like you with the new crew. You know, y'all got different sounds, but it all works. Daylight.
Hey, a few of them niggas was talking crazy. I said all of them gotta go. All of them.
It ain't even, come on, player. Potter, like Lux was saying, it ain't even like that, Potter, player.
Hey, Daylight, congratulations on going platinum.
Most
That shit
definitely, big
heavy.
dog.
Then
But
I kind of feel platinum nigga block me. Okay,
uh,
fuck it. They like you.
hey, you good? We could talk. We could talk in the spaces. You don't need to see a nigga page. You good?
I ain't looking anyway. That I just wanted to announce,
Exactly.
like, damn, I ain't know you had me blocked. It ain't no big deal. I ain't gonna go post screenshot and post it. They like it ain't no big deal.
Nah, but I came in here like at a good time. I think going back to what Surf was saying. And this just from a warrior to warrior. That's why I appreciate Surf so much because he entertains both worlds. He entertains the writers' world, all the slick shit, and he entertains for the room
Mm-hmm.
too. That's what makes him
Mm-hmm.
like a very like valuable nigga that I'm gonna destroy. So but I fuck with him though.
Yo, I
Yeah.
genuinely rather. Because niggas think I'm crazy or, being narcissistic, obviously, when I'm talking about myself. But, I can't really use nobody else to break down, other niggas' shit of like when I'm saying, and I'm just really trying to give niggas the how to's, the whys, and the reasons we do certain shit. So when I, hear Twerk like come up here and verify, like, nah, for real, like it's different when you stand in front of it, or you like, nah, he's really entertaining two worlds. I appreciate it way more coming from because y'all niggas is solidified legends in this shit. You know what I mean? So when y'all come and
So,
scamming niggas shit, like.
I'm not a hater. Like I've never been a hater in battle rap ever.
You
Never
had you
like
you had me.
and no funny shit. I never see your blogs coming. Like you always text me. We always had each other number. You text me,
Yeah.
yo, that one was crazy. But you'll jump like, and that's the thing that these other niggas won't do. And you're one of the people that genuinely, no cap, not even because you're here. You one of the people that started making me show more love and like this Midnight Madness and me being so open to it because like you can check the files. Every time I wig out on somebody, Daylight gets on his platform that he doesn't have to promote anybody besides Daylight and say, yo, Surf is an alien. Surf is one of them. I'm a Sue Surf fan. If Daylight is telling me he's Sue Surf fan, it ain't a nigga walking around here that don't understand battle rap that could tell me I'm not crazy.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's fact. I'm honestly, bro. Like I'm about seeing niggas be the best of themselves, especially the time that we in now. Like and you got to think like I was vouching for you before
The run,
your
before the
run.
run.
Like
But
like
that's because
like
you
you
understand the
yeah.
bars, you understand the content and the context.
Like I'm gonna keep it bean. I'm gonna keep it all the way 3,000 with you. Have you not had slipped up in the Lux battle, you would have got Lux out of here.
We talk about that all the time, but that's a
Keep it
conversation
bean.
that I can't have because I'm me.
Yeah, but I was vouching for you then, and like I said, I'm one of the few people that I don't have a hater bone in my body, so I'm not. I don't. And I think it's because I'm so confident in my own self that I don't fear giving credit. A nigga
Right.
nice, a nigga nice. That's it, and that's all. Like, and I most definitely feel you one of the people that do everything around the board. Like you could jump from room to room, you could jump big stage, you could jump small room, you could jump in that you could like right now if you went and did a Born Legacy, like you could get crazy, then you could jump right to Gnome the next couple of
Right.
months. Like you could do that. A lot of niggas
All
can't
that
do that.
shit all that shit is like that shit is battle rap narrative. Like the culture feeds off narrative. So that like they create the narrative like, oh well, Surf is a big stage, but blah blah blah. Of course you're supposed to say that because that's where he flourishes at. But no, like Surf is crazy regardless of the room. He knows how to do it. Like it's niggas that you could give a nigga a contract, like literally the same contract, but one's for a big room and one's for a small room, and their material will be the same regardless. You don't know the game, buddy. You don't know the game.
That's very true.
You don't know the game. It's two total different worlds, bro. When I'm walking on that stage, as much people think I'm walking up to people, like I tell niggas all the time, I'm counting cameras. I'm looking at faces. I'm seeing where my fans at. I'm looking at the glare in some people's eyes. I'm looking at the certain people in the crowd that's looking at me and fan all like, okay, I need to talk to them a little more. Let me get
Yo,
this side
question.
right. Let me get this side route up. I'm like,
Do
I
you
like.
do you think
Go ahead.
that comes from us doing music? Because you gotta do that when you rapping.
Right. It might. It
It's
might
like,
be.
do
It
you think
might be
that comes from
music.
that?
I did a lot of shows, but I'm saying I battle a lot. Like I've mastered the stage. Like I be telling, when
Yeah,
I'm talking to my friends and shit, like and my peers, I'm like, yo, dog, pay attention. I call it motion and movement. I'm gonna put that in my battle rap dictionary too. A lot of battle
that's fine.
rappers, a lot of battle rappers, there's a few words that we could talk about. I'm glad that you and Marv here. A lot of battle rappers don't have motion to movement. And when I say that, what makes you just a rapper is when you're rapping, but your body count doesn't match your rapping.
That's fact.
With me, when I say homies, I'm looking at the homies. When I say smack, smack. When I say count the
Mm-hmm.
ticket rate, I'm counting all three. I lift up. I don't miss a gun. I don't miss a movement. I don't miss it. My movements match my bars.
Mm-hmm.
A
Yeah,
lot of these
that was
niggas don't have motion to, and it don't.
I
Go
think
ahead.
I think a lot of that comes from um most niggas not being actual rappers. Like most niggas come from text battling and shit now,
Right,
or watching it on YouTube. And
right,
unfortunately, that's not like you got to get some on the job training for shit like that. Like
right.
in order to see some shit like that.
Like, remember when the PG step came out? Like when I was a little shit, like when everybody was like rapping with their hands in front of, like almost like pointing a finger while rapping. I'm just looking at them like these are all the guys that are fans of battle rap that can't
Mm-hmm.
really rap. They're
Mm-hmm.
doing what they think it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, for sure, there's a lot of stuff in this game that people don't understand. Like,
You know what? For look, let me ask a question. For the people up here that I know who rap on beats, like you and Hustle, Daylight and Shayna, would y'all ever do something like a what's the shit like verbal war zone or a MC war type shit? Would you ever
I
do
will for sure
an
do that.
on beat battle?
I will for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Yo, it's so easy. It's
I've been wanting to
so
do that.
easy.
I can't front.
It's
Yep.
Who contact for that?
nigga, I got you. Nigga, I did MC War. And it was the easiest shit in the world. It was the easiest shit in the world.
Yeah, I was about to, like, no funny shit. Like, I can't even think of them. Like, imagine a nigga telling me to go remember 3 verses and go rap. Like, I just can't imagine. Like, I would really have to Marv one somebody. So, you know,
Yeah, y'all
somebody that
can't
got
have done
different
it.
pockets and different, like, you know what I mean, that could talk about something
You
different. Cause
did.
I just can't imagine a nigga having 3 better verses. Like, that sounds
That's a real thing. And that's a real thing.
yeah.
Not even being cocky or arrogant. It's a real thing.
What's the real
You
thing?
like you like in that space, if you're a person who does really well on beats, when that's brought to you, it's you have to talk yourself out of being too confident, too arrogant. Like I really had
I
to
would
do
be
that.
excited for that.
I really had to do that. Like, oh, on beat, oh, I'm Gucci. I don't have to do nothing extra. Like you
Yeah,
really
yeah.
like you still gotta prepare.
Yo,
You
going
definitely
back
prepare.
into like the you know the motion word movement or whatever your phrase you
Right.
got for it. Now I took a lot of that into consideration when me and Rock was gearing up, when I was gearing up for Rock. So like after I was done, locked in all my bars, I'm like, all right, boom. I know when I get in this pocket, I gotta sway back and forth to look like I'm dancing. So a
Bro,
lot of the
imagine.
rock shit,
He was wilding.
a lot
Oh
of the
my
rock shit,
God.
it was a lot of choreography that I was doing outside of battle rap. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real. I was watching ballet. I was watching all type of like background dancers and all type of shit, just learning how to make my body flow
Hey Day.
with what I'm saying.
Day,
So
Yo,
people,
let me ask you a question, if I may. In that battle, did you consciously make the decision that that was going to be like a close quarters kind of performance, because you had all the space in the world, and I've seen you battle in other places where you've had space and you kept so much space between you and your opponent. Did you make the conscious decision for that to be like, I'm going to be right here? Like, do you think it made your material like because it gives off the impression like, oh shit, he's actually trying, he cares because he's so close, he's yada yada yada? Was that a conscious decision?
I'm a I'm gonna break it all the way down to you, just from the top to the bottom. All right, like a week before, we still ain't know how we was gonna battle. Nobody knew. Like, you
facts.
know, Beasley saying we gonna have to battle 6 feet apart. I ain't gonna lie, Punch called in and was like, nigga, if y'all gotta battle 6 feet apart, battle cancel. Cause I don't want you battling like that. So it was a lot of things coming into the battle that we just genuinely didn't know
Mm-hmm.
what was gonna happen until we really didn't know what was really gonna happen until we was mic'd up walking to the stage.
Okay.
So I ain't gonna lie. I knew like, okay, I'm a kind of like dance around the room and just kind of just free flow with my body. But when I was outside getting mic'd up and Rock walked by me with the drac, like if drac, you got to think I'm around the corner, right? And I'm chilling. I'm getting mic'd up, and then I hear a nigga say daylight. I look to the side and seen a whole vampire, my nigga. I said, oh, no. I have to kill this nigga. This nigga, like at that moment when I seen Rock, I knew he wasn't in human form.
Mm-hmm.
I said, no, I'm about to fight a demon. Like I gotta apply pressure. So I made that decision when I seen Rock right outside. So I said, no, I gotta get up. I gotta get up close, and I gotta make them feel like I really, really, like I want to stick this stake deep in this
Mm-hmm.
nigga heart. This battle for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But if you really pay attention to the Rock battle, like my first round was still kind of like shaky because I was still filling out the room. I didn't really get comfortable until the second round.
I never got comfortable in that bitch. Nah, but no, like watching you, like with him on piggybacking on his question is like, with you choosing to be that close, like it gives off the impression of I'm on your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Like nigga,
It
I'm
takes
on
away.
your
It takes.
ass.
I would think that it would take away like some of the things that you guys are talking about as far as like performances and playing to cameras. It gives the impression like, nah, I'm not here to do any of that. Like I'm literally here to rap, and I think it definitely like affected the look of the performance. You know what I'm
He
saying?
looks demonic. He looks
Yeah, that's
like
yeah. That
he looks demonic,
that's why I
possessed.
asked, was it a conscious decision, or was it just like, or was it just second nature?
I
And
ain't gonna lie. Like even when I first walked out and like I'm like, yo, I don't even know if they could, cause you know I do filming and camera shit. So I'm like, yo, it's a top light. I don't even think they see my eyes. Like nigga, I probably look like a complete shadow right now.
you
So
did. You look like Noob Saibot, bro. It all was a
Yeah.
part of it. Like it all was, and I don't think that right now, like it's still battle rap to some people, And I use the bunny ears with both hands, but I really don't think people is paying attention to the point how much is like the literal word, bro. This is performing art now. So what you
no, it
wear
is.
and has to be cohesive with what you talking about. What you know what I mean? Like if you going for a dark vibe on your battle, but you out where you got a fucking Dior sweatshirt on, a Dior all printed Dior, it does
Mm-hmm.
not
Mm-hmm.
match
Mm-hmm.
what you going with. You know what I mean? Or if you got plug talk on, but you got a fucking you know what I mean? Like it just like people don't understand how much this is a show more than it's just like people like for example, when I battled Calico, right? I didn't give Calico. I wore a hoodie specifically because I genuinely felt like I could beat Calico without the image of grandson, on or whatever this grandson thing is. On top of that, I'm like, if I don't do grandson right here, whatever time frame I got before my next battle, it brings back the more of, oh, here comes grandson. I'm thinking 2, 3 battles down the line already. You get what I'm saying? Like, so people are not really the battlers is not really thinking of, like, and Daylight said it earlier about basically like the off stage part of it. It's so much you have to think about off stage that affects the on stage. It's a fact.
Even like right now, right? Like we like the culture have this idea. If Sir show up in some sweats in the t-shirt, he not here to play with you
At all.
at all.
At all. At all. And that's all literally that's me working off the stage. That's me saying, okay, cool. I know that all right, I'm locked in, white t-shirt, blah, blah, blah. I said that. I made that. You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean? It's
fine.
like, you gotta like it's no different than a gray hoodie Lux and shit. Lux put a gray hoodie on. Like, these niggas is building powers for themselves and then kind of clipping
Oh
themselves by the
God.
balls by not using them. Or not
Yeah,
or not being smart enough to understand them.
Lux psychotic for not using the gray hoodie on Geechee. He's psychotic. Like he crazy.
Impossible. Like no
It's
funny
a
shit about it.
Drake
Like I said,
card. You crazy?
Lux is on my Mount Rushmore. When Lux didn't put that gray hoodie on, I literally started to question his like, we always talk about the big stage compared to the small rooms and compared to the corners. And how I always say the URL era professionalized battle rap. When I realized that Lux didn't put that gray hoodie on, I said, wow, he doesn't understand battle rap in today's time.
Yeah, he tripped. Like he like did a pump fake and they went ballistic.
Yep.
Like I ain't gonna
Yep.
lie. Everything Lux said would have been fire just with the hoodie on.
Bro, like I like and because I play the game so much, I'm watching. You watching the fight, but you watching it like a player. It's like tennis, and it's just small stuff like me. Like again, I call it battle IQ on stage. Geechee look up and say to his homie, "Hey man, shut the fuck up before we beat your ass in here." Like me, fast enough knowing that Geechee's a humble, solid, real nigga, and it ain't gonna go that far. I'm right back, nigga. You ain't doing shit. Shut up. It's just
ASAP.
IQ. It's a game.
ASAP.
It's a game. And when I seen Lux in that position, I'm like, damn, big bro might not know. Like, he understands battle rap. Like, I'm talking about bar for bar, he's better than all you niggas, all us niggas. You know what I mean? Like, we're not talking about
All
rapping.
y'all niggas.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're not talking about the lines, but I'm talking about understanding the show, the cameras. Like, I look at
Yeah.
how much Lux don't look at the cameras, how much he don't change his movements and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh yeah, he don't get the game today. I genuinely think Lux could lose to a lot of us, and not necessarily about bars, but just because we know how to control a room and a stage at 3,000. When you think about it, though, it's nice. That's not what Lux came up on. It's 20, 30 niggas on a corner. Lux has about 4 or 5 stage battles, and some of them RB stages just wasn't like crazy big. So how often has Lux really had to battle in front of 2,500
Nah,
motherfuckers?
he don't fully understand those things. Like even in this era, like you said, that might not been a verse rebuttal, but just to reply to Geechee saying that
Right.
it helped. It's like a block.
In
Like
between it,
like
in
yeah, it's
between
a
it, it's
block.
like
Yeah,
you're not talking through his rounds and nothing. Like, bro, like, listen, like, that's why I laughed. I'm laughing the whole time Danny is battling, because I'm watching him like, even Danny, for him to be so much older in the game, I'm still watching him play attention and learn the game. Don't look so startled. That wasn't freestyled. One day while he was writing, he said, yo, I know Surf's gonna be right there behind him when I get my chance. When one of these bars hit, because that's not something you have to think about or put in a specific line. At some point, I'm going to tell Surf, don't look so startled. It's battle rap IQ,
yeah,
dog. It's battle rap IQ.
yeah.
A lot of
I
niggas
most
don't have
definitely,
it.
I most definitely know Lux has a like rapper IQ, and Lux is smart as a motherfucker outside of that space. But I think in that scenario, I didn't. I kind of like just watching him and Geechee. I'm like, let that had have been A Ward or one of them niggas in that moment. That you get what I'm saying? A Ward would have flipped
Right.
that
Mhm.
whole setup. Like nigga, so nigga, you gonna tell my man to shut up and something, and I won't
Yeah.
let up and yada
Yeah.
yada. It would have been a whole fight back.
It would have been a whole different type of, and it doesn't. The best part about this conversation, it does not take away from Lux's capability and what he does and his skill, because it's like, listen, put a professional boxer in a UFC ring. It's just a different fight. I
Fact.
could kick you in your leg. I could kick you in your shin. I could knee you. I could elbow you. You're worried about different things now. That battle rap stage is just like that. That's why some niggas flourish, bro. It's not a reason that Hitman. It's not by mistake that Hitman is the all-time best first round nigga ever. He gets it.
Yeah, he get it. He know off the gate. Let's shake.
He gets it. Hitman didn't do that shit with his little brother once and then say, "Oh, that was dope. Let me think of something new to do."
Mhm.
That nigga said, "Show out. We got a battle.
Show
We
out,
got a
show out is
battle again."
show out is more famous than some battle rappers, all because his brother's smart enough
Fact.
to implement the logic in the game. It's not. Come on, bro. Hitman's better. Like, we all are comfortable with saying Hitman isn't the craziest, craftiest pen in the world. He's a showman, and that's a big part of the game. So where somebody
I,
like
I, I
Lux would
think.
flourish with bars, he doesn't flourish with the showmanship.
But the cold part about it is this era discredits Hitman's pen because they came in it so late when Hitman was already a big stage nigga.
Yep.
Hitman pretty damn crafty.
Yep.
He's very crafty, and he's crafty enough to know. Like, all right, so like just in the terms of music, like speaking with Kendrick Lamar and them. Kendrick Lamar is also a nigga that's crazy crafty, but he knew I gotta use my lyrical ability to write the non-lyrical shit. Bitch,
Right.
don't kill my vibes and all those shits so they can go.
Right.
So Hitman is skilled enough to write the easier shit. Like
Mhm.
let's be
Right.
honest, nigga, you gotta be super crafty to write nigga Cat in the Hat.
Mhm.
You facts.
Get it,
Facts.
get it, nigga, that's 3 letter word, four word nigga sentences. But you
Yeah.
had to been crafty to even think about the
Because when
simple
you think
shit.
about it, Holla's not no triple entendre type nigga. He's not gonna give you a triple. He's not, but he's gonna like, he's barely not even going for doubles.
He's effective though. He's very effective.
Man, he's the most effective.
He's very effective.
Man, it's so many different stats. That's what, like this shit is about understanding yourself, understanding this game, understanding your opponent. Like I'm watching niggas battle niggas and not take the right angles. I'm like, bro, you're letting him live. You're losing because you're not attacking his weakness. You're not attacking certain points. You're not, you know what I mean? Like the nigga like going into Twerk's battle. I'm like, bro, he's a heavy puncher. I'm gonna pull up with heavy punches plus the extras. I'm actually gonna focus on the extras more, the stuff that he can't do. That's what's gonna separate us. I know he's gonna have haymakers, so I'm gonna have those. So now when somebody have to judge it, they're not judging it about the haymakers. Now, okay, haymakers cancel out. Now, what about the pockets? What about the cadences? What about the, you know what I mean? It's a thinking man's
Facts.
game, man. This shit is chess. But this only a conversation I can have with guys like, guys like you. You know. Hey Devon.
Hey, hey. But yeah, no. It's most definitely. It's crazy because I tell people this, right? I was talking to a few people about, because everybody on our side of the world, aka the West Coast and the hood and the street, that's all. Like, they don't give a fuck about Lux no more. They just like, nigga, daylight start. When you battle, start. So, a few of the homies were having a debate, and I'm like, what Surf did was he did one of the smartest chess moves on earth. Like after Lux, he ain't jumped right back in there. That nigga said, "I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna stay right in the spotlight. Like I'm actually on every card. Like niggas don't know this. This nigga Surf is on every card. He's the announcer. He's literally headlining every card, like without battling. So the nigga headlined every card. Like he critiquing niggas about slipping up. Like a nigga didn't just slip up last battle, but nigga like, yeah, the nigga slipped, so I can't rock with. And I'm like, yo, he like destroying the niggas' minds, right? So Sir Boom, he stay in the spotlight, he keep his stock high by not disappearing after the loss. But all that time, I could tell he was powering up. So when he finally came back, I said, "Oh, he found the juice. He found the Dragon
Bro,
Balls. He got him,
you hear
and
me? Yo,
he running through niggas."
bro, I just needed no funny shit. I genuinely needed like like genuinely shit was changing. Like I don't make excuses. I cool. I'm all in the space that said I lost the Lux and 40. Like I'm tired. The COVID shit. You don't know what's going on. I'm streaming caffeine new, nigga. Call of Duty new. Like I really and I gassed out. Then I tried to like make up for Lux with the 40 shit. Not even paying attention, which wasn't smart of me because it wouldn't matter who I battled that next battle. I was gonna lose because they were so mad that I lost to. You know what I'm saying? That I lost to Lux. So I don't think I would have won that next battle regardless anyway. You get what I'm saying? So I sat down, I'm like, let me go analyze. And I learned so much being a fan of that shit and watching niggas and hoping niggas win and seeing niggas mess up and shit. I'm like, oh, this how they feel when I'm not finishing or not doing this. Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. Like that's literally all it was. That's literally all it was. Okay.
Nah, sometimes, and
It was a
even
switch.
for me, not even for me, bro. Like when I was doing, let's say pre my sit down before rock, because I sit down for
Right.
3 years.
Right.
But pre sit down before rock, I'm doing all the wild shit, and I was enjoying it. Like I was enjoying it. Like I'm like, yo, I just did an antic, nigga. This shit went viral. I did this. I was enjoying negative publicity. I was stuck in the loophole of negative publicity.
Right.
But when I sat
Right.
down that three
Right.
years and like I got to watch the game, I got to watch how like, certain fans were like, yo, Dave, man, I just love when you were serious. And like that 3 years made me go, I gotta get back in
Crazy
there
to
and
hear you.
take
It's
this
crazy
shit
to hear you say
serious.
that, and that's really like one like that was like my problem. Is like a nigga realistically is in the headlines so much that negative or positive light it don't matter to
It didn't
me.
even
So I
matter.
kind
Yeah.
of lost sight of winning. Like think about it. Even when Lux
Oh God.
beat me, they talked more about Surf not being prepared than they talked about Lux beating me.
Facts.
Facts. You know what I mean? Like normally, if Surf loses, it's more of headlines of Surf loss than it is that a nigga beat Surf. So in reality, I could sit back and be like, I'm in the headlines all the time anyway, win, lose, or draw. So you get kind of comfortable and lost in that. So when I
Swear to
sat down
God.
as a fan and an analyst, and I'm watching it now, like my job is to watch these fucking battles. So I'm getting invested emotionally into them and shit. I'm like, oh, this how a fan feel, and it was that simple. It just cut a switch on,
Swear
like,
to God.
oh,
Same
okay, all
thing.
right. Right. I had to be a fan. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me just completely finish. When I'm focused, nobody's beating me when I decide to rap 3 rounds and want to win. Hey, Devon.
I will, but look, all right. Look, but all right. So boom,
God
and
damn.
I say this because I know when we don't prep, we don't really be giving a
Can I ask
fuck
you a
because we.
question before you get into that?
Yo, go ahead.
I'm a tough task for niggas at this very moment. Let's not act. I mean, like just at this very moment. If some people want to say that, right? What if this Sue Sharp asking you, so you can answer to me? It's not surf. You're not giving up your shit. Um, what do you do different to like neutralize what Sue Surf is like comfortable in right now? Heavy haymakers,
This
your
third
heavy
person shit
haymakers.
is this third person shit is hilarious. I'm out of here. Y'all enjoy.
You know what I mean? The haymakers, the pockets, the AMG mode. Like, how do you neutralize that?
Um, I have a vaccination for all that.
Mm,
I have a good vaccination for all that. And
fire.
when we do meet,
Right.
you got AMG mode, and then you got something after that.
Is something
you
after the AMG mode? Is a
you
grab
will
is
be
it?
yeah, you will be introduced to something way after. It's like an AMG Bugatti or some shit. Like it's some other shit.
So you know what it is? Like, yo, I'm like, bro, I get pretty scary when I'm scared, bro.
And no, but look,
That
this
should
is
be
the thing.
scared.
No, no,
That should be scary
no.
for you.
Look, I'm gonna say some shit that the culture probably never heard, right? So you know how like niggas normally be another them because they be scared of me. I
Right, right.
I I fear you in a way that I know I gotta go to another level. So that should be scary for you too.
But that's what I'm telling you. Like that's
So
why
so
twerk
what? We
like
just gonna be some scared niggas that go to another level?
right, right. That's what I'm like twerk ended up like that because like twerk don't understand. That's actually a respect to his pen. Like I'm like, yo, twerk could really go in there and like you know what I mean, break me off. Pause. Like if he really like I'm watching Twerk versus Rock, you know, I'm a super saiyan. I'm just taking his in it. You know the little eye thing, just counting his power level. I'm like, yo, he can really get crazy in here. But that kind of made me want to fight. So I knew what I had to do. I knew I had to slow it down and didn't get into certain pockets with Twerk. With you, it's almost like you stay in that pocket, which makes me now feel like I have to be in like, there's like AMG
All right,
five
look,
Phoenix.
I'm gonna tell you my game plan for you.
I'm listening.
I plan on beating you 6-0, so it could be a real neighborhood 6-0.
Mm,
And
mm,
I plan on beating you in the blog. I got a whole round for you in the face off.
hmm
A whole round. I got a clip for you in the face off.
So in the face off, could we do like 2 minutes in the face off?
We could run
But it got to be
around in the
face off
face off.
style round, like a face
Just
off
sitting on the
round.
table, nigga. Whatever we do, I got a round for you to face off,
Right.
and R3 on stage, and then nigga one more after the battle.
Woo.
I'm just like, I'm a thinker. Like, and I try to like foresee stuff. Like I like to be 3, 4, 5 months ahead of myself. And I'm just trying to like figure out like, even when I watch you versus Rock, which is one of my favorite battles still at this very moment, it's like the tricky part is always right. I feel like everybody that I'm battling, it's like we always know what they're gonna do when they come into bat. Like it's like you don't know what they're gonna say specifically, but once they say it, it's like, and I feel like you're one of them people. Like they know that you're gonna pull up and da surface and the surface for surfer. Like they know that. But with me, it's like,
I,
what the fuck is Surf about to do?
no, look, this the thing, Surf, and this may be something you can vouch for. I ain't never been the same in not one battle ever,
Hmm,
ever.
hmm,
I like me. I never been the type of nigga that be like, hey, that worked. I'm gonna just keep doing it. Like I try to level up again every time. So me, I always do what they don't ever think I'm gonna do. A lot of people think I'm gonna be surfing and waving and all. No, 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 no. I got
hmm,
something else. I got something else.
hmm.
Something else. And remind you, I'm done. I'm done with all three. So I'm just waiting on, when you ready,
See, I don't like that.
when you're done fighting with all the humans and all the regular little niggas, just say, okay, Beasley, I'm ready now. But I'm done. I'm already done.
See, I don't like that. I mean, at least you honest here in the public spaces. Like, that's going to hit somebody's blog that Daylight is done and prepped and ready for surf. So you saying that on here kind of put me in a, low. Bit of a pick
No,
me.
but ain't no rush. Look, you know how we do.
No,
Ain't
no
no rush.
rush, no rush,
I meant
no
to tell
rush.
you too. I was going to tell you. And I was talking to our team about this shit, and they was like, "Yo, we should start really getting PR team just
Oh shit.
just to start, putting it out
For
there."
sure. I think we need. Yeah, we need this. We need to start getting this together. I'm just glad that I'm a formidable win for a nigga like you. Like for daylight to come down from fucking outer space, because you clearly don't live here. For daylight to come down from outer space and feel like, that's like Frieza coming down and feeling like he gotta fuck with Goku. Like,
Yo, look,
thanks, man.
I
Thanks.
love battle rap, bro, and I love it. I just this is the first time in my career that I've been in the position where I could be picky, and and I ain't never really been up here. It feel kind of crazy in this hot air balloon. It feel crazy. So
Right.
now I'm like,
I live up here.
I kind of like when you look at the new Dragon Ball Z and they fighting the little circle thing. The nigga just be like, "Hey, who the strongest?" And I only want who they consider the strongest. That's it.
Hmm.
Who determines who's the strongest?
The culture.
Do you determine who's the strongest, or the culture does?
Like if I make a Twitter post, right?
I think it's a little bit of
I
both.
made a Twitter poll, and I'm like, "Yo, who do y'all want to see next?" Me versus Surf, me versus K Shine, and me versus Loaded Lux. And nigga, it was 69% Surf. It was like 2,000 some votes, 69% Surf.
I think it's like when it comes like for me picking battles is like, like I said, like that little energy thing that they have on Dragon Ball Z. So it's like a little bit. It's like 30% the culture, and the other 70% is like my strength meter. Like when I like Twerk is the reason I battled Twerk. Like I'm sitting there calculating his shit. Like I wish it could be. You know what I mean? Like he's battling Rock. I'm like, whoa, this nigga power's off the Richter scale. What the fuck is this? I need it. I need in. I need in. Period. That's why I gotta see Easy. That's why I gotta see Chess. Like I need in. You know what I mean? Daylight. I need in. Like I don't know. These other niggas be chasing niggas that like no funny shit. Like the numbers don't even start moving on my little glass thing. Like it's like peon. And that's why I be talking to niggas like that, because niggas think it's arrogance and the views and all that. Like, no, you niggas is really like butt ass cheeks. I will really break the top of the roof in here on you. And niggas don't get it until they stand in front of it. Like some of these niggas are really like regular when you gotta stand in front of this shit I did with Twerk. That's Twerk, the New Jersey Twerk, the Calico from Detroit, the John the Don. Like these not regular niggas that want to be bad. These are pros. Pros, bro. Like this shit a different fight. Hey Devon.
Nah. I dig it. Look, I'm just saying. I like. All right, so just put it like this. Remember when Lux came off the Young Miles battle and Lux chilled for a minute, but when he came back, it was all speculations. He did the press conference. Who y'all
Right.
want me to battle? The streets was calling Iron Solomon. The streets was calling XYZ, and Kyle just happened to beat the NY Bully, and he was at the top of the list.
Right.
And
Right.
it's kind of like that. Like the culture is holding me at this kind of like God level right now, and I'm gonna play to it to the point to where I'm like, I only want to
So if
battle.
that's what you're going for, if you're going into playing into the God level and like I'm not the guy to not try to look human against.
No. Look,
I
no, you
humanize
hear me?
people.
Just
My Hey,
no.
look,
Are you living through?
my question for both of y'all would be: when was the turning point? Do you was there a specific turning point where it was kind of like, or you guys felt it was like, oh, I'm on cruise control, I can do no wrong in the culture? A lot of people don't have that liberty. You know what I'm saying?
Marv, I'll answer that. That was all the times we was in Charlie Clip's room with no second and third round.
You talking wild? You talking a little too much, nigga.
That shit, I'm not gonna lie, it been like that for me. No funny shit. Like, I ain't really get to pop in my shit like until after coming home from jail. But like it's just small stuff. Like it wasn't nothing specific. It's like, nigga, you like look at the math. Like after I like prior to me losing to Charlie, like Sue Surf was a show. We booked Surf, we getting a show. So I already was feeling like, oh, they fuck with me. They know I like booking wise, I bring a movie every time. And then I lost the clips. And once I lost the clips, I came home and got they, you know what I mean? The niggas was still throwing me, even now, like a nigga drop Lux and get main evented right to 40. You start getting a nonchalance. Like it's footage of me giving Nitty 2 rounds, pause, and Smack coming in the back like that was a movie out there. That's all I need. So you know what I mean? So at the same time, it's like you be getting a little, like it's the culture fault a smidge too, to where it's like a nigga could do no wrong. Cause again, like if you in some of these rooms, like as a fan watching it, you go, oh, he didn't have a third. Da, da, da. Like if you're in these rooms, these are two of the best rounds in this room tonight. Still, like niggas is leave. I'm just facts. Niggas is leaving out of T-top and nitty battles satisfied. Like I'm slapping high fives like I had 3 rounds, which it comes back to bite you in the ass in the grand scheme of things, because nigga, you ain't got 3 rounds, but yeah, like you get comfortable. Like a nigga I really start like, man, these niggas can't beat me with 2. And I really just start slowing down on the whole energy. And you know what I mean? Like once you start feeling, and I'm that type of nigga. If I feel like I could beat you, sometimes I act like it. But lately I just been like, oh, we battling? Like as soon as the contract comes, like I'll start. Beasley called me like, yeah, I'm gonna have some bread for you next week. I'm gonna start when he say I'm gonna have some bread for you next week. That's the energy I'm in now. You know what I mean? With niggas like all these, like the mini daylight, like B dot and all of them. I will beat
Right.
the shit
Yo,
out of B dot. Beat all types of shit out of B dot.
talk your shit.
I'm being dead on. Like you're like no funny shit. You're like let's say if you and B dot was the same person, but this was sports. You're B dot freshman year playing varsity, and no, B dot is you freshman year, and you're you senior year. You know how much experience you get in the game by the 4th year. B dot is a boy. I'm gonna make so
I feel
much.
what you're doing. Talk your promo shit.
I'm being honest, no, because you got to see other niggas before. Like, no, listen, I'm not even being funny. They like we talk. I would tell you the same shit when we get off of spaces and we talking in real life time. B dot is a boy in real life battle rap stage time. It's no way I'm gonna make a mockery out of that Sharif shit while still punching you really hard, while still giving you all these different pockets and shit. He don't do enough. He does not. If this was an Easter basket, you got one color egg, bro. Ain't no chocolate, ain't no kisses in this motherfucker, no nothing. What the little duckies at that nobody eat? The yellow shits that you just. He don't got a whole basket full of shit. I don't want no fucking basket with just one red eggs in it. Like we know what B Dot gonna say to Surf. You ain't supposed to be Crip. You could have did this. You getting shot when you could have been. What the fuck does Surf have to say to B Dot about that though? A lot of niggas that battle me, you're pulling up with knowing what the fuck we gonna say to you already. That's why I look so flat compared to we don't know what the fuck Surf about to talk about. B Dot is a boy. A boy. If they don't put us in an empty caffeine room to whereas like, and that's the fucked up part about battle rap with these narratives, because battle rap has created different type of narratives. You know what I mean? So it's like it's so funny because if you're on a stage, I don't care about your words. But if you're in a small room, the words you say matter. It's the dumbest shit ever.
How much of that do the battlers play into that though? How much do the battlers play into that?
The battles playing, yeah, because the battles playing into it too with all the tweets. Come into a small room and come into it. No, what you say is what you say. Period. But they really trick people into like, I could go in a small room and it's like I got to use 8-syllable words in a small room, but on stage I need 4-syllable words. They tricked people into thinking that. That's why a nigga like B Dot could get you in a small room, and as long as he used 600 words in a round and you only use 300, you win. You can't hide behind that shit on a big stage. You have to actually still be good. Niggas ain't good. They're playing into certain narratives. The narrative right now, the same whole narrative they try to give other people. Why don't they put it on? Why don't they shun B Dot like that? You're playing into the small room. This is the world of the rapper's narrative. So you could do all the shit that you like to do.
All right, so my question for you, sir, right? Because I know you talking crazy, and I fuck with it. Beat our home team, so I'm gonna stand up for my nigga regardless
As you
of how
should.
you
West Coast,
try you nigga fuck you talking about. But look, sir, I just want to tell you this, and this is just me being a man that I want to see everybody win. Are you watching like this Omicron and this COVID shit? You better keep your eyes on it, because shit might shut back down, boy. You might be in that empty room, boy.
as long as you know that's where he would have to see me at. And that's for him to have a fighting chance, though, because again, we've seen surfing T and surfing Reed and surfing like it still gets surgical in places, like you said earlier. Like that's still like no, like no. I've been actually waiting to get back in the small room just because of me and Lux. So technically, I owe somebody an ass whooping. Technically, if we talk about Surf having to be in a small room. So like, no, he's listen, Daylight versus Surf, I have a full fight on my hands. Facts. I'm at a point in my career where I have no problem calling my fights fair. I told John, I'm going to 30 you. I told Calico, tomorrow I'm going to beat you. I told Twerk, I'm going to teach you something. Twerk came in here, just jumped on live and said, yo, I learned a lot, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You told me you was gonna teach me. I would have no problem saying it. B Dot does nothing with Surf. Nothing with Surf. I hear his rounds in my head already. Like I can hear my mama in the hospital room looking at me while I'm shot, and I heard her feelings. Like, you hurting your mother more than you hurting. You trying to satisfy your homies, but not your mama. I hear all that. Bro, it's 2023 in my head right now. B Dot lost. I battled Daylight already. It was a 2-1 debatable, and Midnight Madness is crazy. He's too slow for me, honestly.
It's very interesting.
I like
and,
that
and,
take.
and he's amazing. He's amazing. He's one of the better. He's beating on these niggas, but that's because these niggas is in real time. They're in like the day that they're in is the day that they're in. So he's talking to niggas real life. He can't talk to me like that. I made it out. Hey Dot, he can't talk to me like
Hey
that.
man, where my man beat out at, dog? Come
Right
on,
there,
man. You're
right there.
ahead, man.
Like any Wells. I say motherfuckers' name and they appear. I summon them. Hey Dot. That's what I mean about the heavens. They
Talk
like
that
I
shit.
could say a nigga name and he poof. You have to you imagine God calling you and you not when God calls, you have to end. You actually don't have a choice. When God calls your name, that's it.
Yeah, nah.
Every time I've said Dot name for the last week, he's appeared. Imagine Dot not pulling up and I say his name. He's lost this battle already.
Hey, I
But
love
we do
Surf,
want to
dog.
see
I
what he
love
has to
this nigga.
say the day we battle.
It's,
We
look,
Hey man, fuck
look,
that.
the nigga
I
gives the
got
best.
beat out
He
two.
does the
I got
best
beat out
shooting.
2-1 clear, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga.
talk your West Coast shit. Either your unmute button don't work or you still at work, nigga. Unmute yourself.
Still at work.
Oh, well, he must still be at work. Yeah, ain't nobody. I tell you, ain't nobody. Listen, there's no nigga that listen. He talk too much black power shit to work for any white man. I don't give a fuck if it's Walgreens, Walmart, Target, Aleve, Google, iTunes, anything. Any white owned company he worked for that's around, he lost already. Fuck out of here, Sharif.
Yo, me, Daylight, and B Dot got a Black Power track and it's fire. So don't
Talk
Why
that.
sleep on
y'all
the
couldn't
Black
do a
Power
regular street
track.
track? Cause
Talk
B
that
Dot was
black
on it.
power shit.
Nah, I mean, we could do anything, but
No,
we wanted to go that
I'm
route.
asking why y'all could, because I've heard tough shit from you. I'm saying why y'all couldn't do like a street track, because B Dot was on it. Was it like against his
No,
like?
nah, I went.
Oh,
It's my song, and that was the
oh,
thing
all
that I
right.
wanted. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
facts.
So you wanted a Black Power song, and you thought
Yeah,
of B Dot first.
that record is crazy though. When
It
you dropping
Respectfully,
it?
definitely is.
power to the people.
It definitely is.
When you
Shout out
dropping
to
it?
y'all. It should be coming probably. I want to say it's one of the singles for my next tape, not this one, but the next joint. So it's coming soon, April, May type shit.
Talk that
Hey, B Dot.
preparation
Okay.
shit. Talk that double album preparation shit.
Oh, you already know, bro. We be going crazy this year.
Hey, B
Facts.
Dot. Oh, oh, all right. What's up, Devon? Back to the God talk.
Oh
Anywho,
yo, no, no, no. What I was saying before you before you went in your B dot promotional loophole.
I
I was
promise
saying
Daylight. I
no,
swear to God, look, bro. We talk. Would you tell these people we have a real relationship so they can
nah,
stop?
that's facts. That's facts.
I
We do.
swear to God on
The
my
smaller.
child, this is not for promo. I don't have to battle B Dot at all. He's no. This ain't for promo. I ain't got no battle, but it's no contract my way. It's no nothing. It's
Why
nothing.
they why they ain't send the contract yet, man?
You said why what?
Why they ain't send the contract?
Because I don't even know when I'm battling yet. Honestly, I huddled up with the team and I don't know when I'm battling yet. I think I might need to see Chess in the first quarter before I see myself. So that's certain things that I can hang over URL to make sure my team eat. Like, yo, I'm not battling again until y'all run chess one or something like that. You feel me? I use myself pause like that for, to make my team money and stuff. Not necessarily battling you per se, but I just
All right,
make sure everybody's I
so
make
me
sure
and you do
everybody's
all
straight
this.
before myself.
I feel it. So me and you do all this just for me to wait.
In reality, everybody waits. You lucky you ain't John John. He waited 10 years. You should be
Mm.
happy that I'm fucking talking to you now, period, because you having a couple good COVID performances. I won't make you wait 10 years though, I promise.
Nah, I'll probably be straight in a couple months, bro. So you should run it now.
Be straight. Be for like the modest shit is that nobody ducks surf battle. When surf's ready, everybody
No,
man,
honestly, no, I'm not even a
I'll
battle
wake you
rapper
up
like
out your
y'all.
sleep. 3 in
No,
the
I'm not
morning.
even. No, honestly, bro. Like no cap. Cause I can't do this. The last shit I did with you, that was for that day. I ain't finna do all that with you no more. So
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just
no,
telling
no.
you.
We not going. No,
Yeah, yeah. Like man to
actually,
man.
this was
Yeah.
daylight. We
All
won't
right,
do
look,
this
look,
every
look,
day
look,
at
look,
all.
look. Hey, time out, referee. Hey,
We won't do this every
let's
day
keep
at
it
all.
this
We would
late.
never.
Let's keep it good. All right, so look, let's go back. Let's pivot into another scenario going back to what we was talking about before that rant. Um, do you think, and this is in the time of, let's say, non-preparation daylight or anti-daylight or 2 round surf, right? Do you think we fell victim to our own fan base, like you were saying, agreeing that those 2 rounds was good enough? So we just settled with, well, nigga, I could get off in the first,
Oh, all
I
right.
could
Good night, y'all.
half-ass in the third, nigga, and I
I'll
could
let y'all.
squeeze this the
Oh,
second
I.
out, and I'm good.
Oh, I. Have a good night, nigga. Crazy. Yo, get your fucking minions, daylight. Your fucking West Coast buddies, Lil Daylight. Shout out to you and Lux, yo. Y'all really started a lane for these niggas to really think that 900 words inside a round means something. Like, y'all really, yo, I like what y'all did for the culture, dead ass.
Hey man, that's Lux, man, with all that Rubik's Cube shit.
Yeah, now fucking, man, we can't get one round from B. B. Dot ain't gave us a round without talking about Harriet Tubman yet since we met him. Like, one round. God damn. Tell us something else. It's Lux' fault. I blame Lux. He the West. He think he fucking Lux.
No, that I ain't even gonna cap. That been like that before loaded. He been
I'm
like that.
talking shit. I don't give a fuck. That's not enough. That I'm not. We just sat and talked an hour about technicals and specifics and battle rap. Like, I'm not the type of nigga that could see something coming a mile away and lose to it. Like John, I seen that shit coming a mile away. Like, people don't really break that battle down to the technical. I wrote that battle so good, right? When you think about, you lay our content out. John gave me his multiple choice, the end of his first. My multiple choice I wrote was the beginning of my second, or like mid of my second. You know what I mean? Like, you know how good, like greatly structured you got to be for that to land right there, and you feel like, he
Look,
might give
sir,
me.
sir, hear me out.
I see daylight
I'm,
coming. I
I'm
see him coming a mile away, bro.
look.
Fuck
I'm
no.
gonna tell you this. I'm gonna say this, and I don't really care about how nobody feel about this, but there's the culture that place people in certain scenarios based on what they done in ECT, and there's some people who really know how shit work. There was no way John could beat you. No way. It was in my mind. It could never happen. It's two different skill sets. It could just never happen.
What me and B dot.
No, you and John. It like there was no way he could beat you at all. It's not, to me. It's not possible.
What makes you say that?
Um, I just understand the smaller things, like you cater to more of the you cater to URL fan base just by how you look, where you from. Then you got John with the glasses. Like it those little things matter. You actually you rap a little more, you punch a little more, you more aggressive, you more street. You gonna look a nigga directly in his eye. It's a lot of tangibles that you do that told me there is nothing he can do to beat you.
Hmm.
Nothing.
Hmm.
But I know this because I study battle rap different from hype or different from I'm a fan of that nigga, so I'ma just say he won because he my city. Like I'm just looking at the technical aspect. Like if we looking at a nigga's my player and we be like, okay, what's his rating in shooting or what's his rating in defense? You're higher than him in all the attributes.
That's I mean, you don't have to answer this because you're or agree because you're a West Coast nigga, but that's literally the same thing I'm saying about B dot. Like, I technically cater to more of the masses than be like. There's not gonna be if it's 3,000 people in there, 2,500 of them are not gonna want to hear him telling me about how my life shouldn't have went or how was supposed to go. They just watched me survive wreckage. I should be dead somewhere in somebody's jail. Like, nobody, I don't see 3,000 people going crazy. Why he tell me how I should have listened to my mother? Or he comes in there and be a B dot that we never seen, and I beat him like that, and then it makes me even better. I'm coming here black hoodie with your red flag on it now and
Okay,
be different than what you said for forever.
I'm
Now I
gonna
got an
be
extra round in my pocket for
I'm gonna
that,
be
just in
devil
case you
advocate.
want to. Go ahead, as you should.
I'm gonna be devil's advocate. What if y'all locked in? It's known 25 because you said you're gonna make a nigga wait. Cause known
No, I'm trying
25.
to go this year, but I'm with you.
But no, all right. So like, say we locked in, known whatever, Summer Madness, whatever. The world opened back up. URL that made it to like nigga 5,000 people venues or whatnot, whatever. It's a big. You're locked in. 2 days before the event, nigga, the new nigga, Transformer, Dark Side variant pop out, and nigga, everything shut back in. Y'all back in the empty room after you didn't prep months
He doesn't
for
beat
this
me.
big stage.
He
What
doesn't
would you
beat me.
do?
He doesn't. He's not even more popular than me in the app world. B dot isn't top anything. I got 7 battles, and I'm top 10 everything. He doesn't beat me in no type of. Because if you take it back to small rooms, now you're taking it to the computer. You're taking it to the internet. My fan base, I have times 50 of everything in B dot. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Clubhouse, everything. He doesn't beat me on no post. It's even worse. The outside, the stage makes it more public. Small room makes it more caffeine set and more caffeine. He don't beat me on no fucking votes nowhere. Don't nobody know B dot outside of no damn battle rap. I'm gonna bring. It's gonna be people there that just want to see it just to say I won. They don't even. They can't even. He's speaking Spanish. He doesn't beat me.
Hmm.
Sorry, but I can't wait to see you, Devon. I can't. I feel like man, you want to talk about the kids and shit. I can't wait to see you.
I love you, dog. I love you. I'm gonna love you when we in that ring too. You gonna love it.
I know. Oh, I know. I just gonna be. I know it's gonna be the fight of my life.
Hashtag this my shit. I'm gonna whisper that right in your ear. This my shit.
As long as niggas like I mean, I had to prove it, but as long as niggas know who shit this is, I'm totally fine with whatever you got to tell me, sir.
Sir, I'm getting that seat. One way or another. I'm getting that champ. I'm getting that seat, dog.
You better off calling me and telling me you want a job, and me calling them and telling them to add you into the equation, and you thinking you gonna take it from me.
No. I don't want to take it from you. I'm gonna make you say, Devon, you can sit here.
Oh, okay. Got you. I appreciate you so much, man. You like my arch enemy in this shit. Like, you the only one I think really got the mental power to like even bother me. It's really like some like Goku
But
and
this the crazy part. I don't want to stay there. I just want to sit one time. Like this is it.
to see how it feel.
Yeah, just want to
Pause.
sit.
No
Yeah, just want
freaky
to sit.
shit.
I want to sit in the chair one time. That's it.
Right. Right. You like Majin Buu.
I want to sit in the chair and I want to critique somebody else. Like I don't know what that feels like. I want to sit there and be like, yeah, it was a good battle. I think so and so, did this. I just want to do
You know
that
how
one
like
time.
how high they gotta look at me, like how upper echelon they gotta look at me to tell me that I could battle like and I'm like eligible enough to like tell what the fuck is right and what's wrong. Hey Devon.
You're smart, though. I tell niggas this all the time.